Hey everybody, this is Squirrel Dove Boarcath, episode 261. We are really hitting this leveling pretty hard now, and we're giving it all that we got. So we're going to do some experience boosters. Scooter Plute's like a way higher level than all the rest of us, so we're going to try to catch up with her, and we're going to kick her out of this week's session. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I hope you really enjoy this episode. And if you caught last, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, on the good bad rap, if you really liked that episode, plug it. Love you. Bye. I want to have a round of roses and thorns. All right, roses and thorns. So we'll make it. Let's say we'll make it since the last session. So there's been 2 weeks since our last session together. So your rose is sort of like the rosiest thing, the best thing of your last 2 weeks, and your thorn is the thing that hurts.
Roses and thorns.
I'll start it out because it's my thing. I told a couple of you this, but it is my thorn. It's an obvious thorn. Over the weekend, my wife was driving the car in Seattle and it died, and she had to put it in the shop, like get it towed there. And we got the news today that there's an 80% chance that the engine is shot entirely.
Wow.
And there's a 20% chance that it's not shot entirely. And to find out if it's the 20 or the 80, I'd have to pay $360 for the diagnostic.
Well, that's no fun.
So, and I owe money on the car. So that's my thorn. Okay, I don't know how many of you kids out there do finances and stuff, but it's brutal because now I might have to make a car payment on a car I don't have and can't drive. So for those of you who are watching, in 4 years you'll have a car, or you already have one, and that's a possibility. So that's my thorn. My rose. Let's do this. I'm going to say that my rose, this is lame, but my life is filled with glorious family moments where I have really cute kid moments or really beautiful wife moments or whatever, and those are fine. And great, actually. But if I'm going to pick a rose for the last 2 weeks that is unique to my situation, meaning what I mean by that is apart from my regular everyday awesome with the family. That's not all peaches and roses and stuff. That's, that can be a super pain in my ass, but let's see that barrage shot, Sycorax. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So my rose is that I rediscovered, and I'll explain the word rediscovered, but I rediscovered MacGyver. So I'm very familiar with MacGyver. I think that I'm not sure how many episodes I've seen. I've watched the first 5 of the first season, and there are 7 seasons. And I remember seeing basically all 5 of those. I remember the plot lines at least as a 11 or 12-year-old maybe when I watched that for the first time.
Hey bud, your garbage alright?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Thanks.
So rediscovered it, meaning I never actually watched a full episode again until last week. I remember it from my youth, but I never really watched the episode. And I have to say, Richard Dean Anderson, that guy is my spirit animal as MacGyver. That guy is straight up everything I want to be in a man. And I don't mean the creating explosives out of nothing. That's awesome and everything because it helps him do distractions and get out of trouble. But what I mean is he's so calm and smooth under pressure. Stressful situations where people are ready to just literally give up on life. He's just look, we got time here. There's 30 seconds. We can do this. And he's so awesome and calm and controlled and collected that I just I think that as a youthful child, I was that's how I'm going to be as an adult. Not in, war situations like he gets, but, in everyday life. So I thought that was pretty cool to rediscover that.
Alright, I have a rose and a thorn. It's a small rose.
I was gonna say it really sounds like a big thorn
Small
on that
thorn.
intro.
Oh no. It's just such a tiny thorn. So a couple of weeks ago I received a card replacement for my debit card in the mail. And I opened it up and then I went online to do the card verification where you type in the number. But I was weirded out because when I went on there it was asking like mother's maiden name and all these, like, asked me to type my card number in with the expiration date. Things that I shouldn't need to type in to renew my card. And then the website looked kind of shady. So I thought I was being heads up and I just bent the card in half and threw it away and I felt accomplished. But it turns out that was my replacement card. So I went in there today and they seemed kind of like annoyed at me. So I had them issue me another one. So that would be a thorn. And then a rose. We've had moss in our mold in our bathroom for probably 3 or 4 months now. And just today we were able to find the proper cleaner to get it cleaned off. And then the maintenance guy at our apartment complex came in and painted it. So for the first time in many months, our bathroom is mold free for now. So that's a rose.
I was able to, for the first time, do the 27-hour improvathon, which is a little improv extravaganza we have at our local theater where we improvise for 27 consecutive hours, and it was a lot of fun. I got to do it for the first time. I'd heard about it, I've been like, oh, this sounds like exactly my thing, just completely superfluous and pointless and painful. So I was like, sign me up. And it was really cool. Like, it was so odd having just that level of delirium and having, like, making a callback to a show from, like, 10 hours ago and then realizing, oh, like, maybe 3 people got that, but it was still incredibly worth it. It was very fulfilling to do it. And I got to spend a lot of time with a lot of people that I really care about, which was amazing. And it was also my thorn. It was, the sleep deprivation part of it was okay. The thorniest part of it was really just, like, certain interpersonal interactions with certain people. I was like, oh my gosh, 2 hours of this would be enough. I don't want to have to be around, like, such and such a person for 27 hours. Jeez. Holy crud. How am I going to do this? So, it really made me realize that, like, in a post-apocalyptic scenario, like, I was thinking, like, okay, what if this group of people that I was performing with, this, like, group of roughly 8 people that were there for the whole 27 hours, most of which I, really liked a lot, I was like, what if we created a society after an apocalypse? Would I be able to live in it? And the answer is definitely no. Like, even a single person that rubs me the wrong way, like, I would have to leave. I would have to be like, I'm sorry, like, I just gotta go, like, I don't know, do something on my own. Like, I love all of you.
But not that much.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like, it's just weird. It's like, it's that thing about, like, see, I'm being very ambiguous.
Because we all are in the room and we all know people that you're talking about?
Yeah.
I did the same improvathon as Caleb, and it definitely was a marker, but I don't want to be redundant. Very, very, very similar reaction. My rose is that my sister and I have finally found out where we're going to be living next year. So we've got a deposit down on a 2-bedroom apartment that is pet friendly for Harold and Kumar. That was really tricky and important, and we've got that fixed. And it's cheaper than both of our places now, and nicer, I think. I think it's not as nice as Amy's place now, but it's nicer than my place now. So that's a huge rose for me.
That's awesome.
Quite the rose.
And then a thorn is I'm about to sabotage myself again. I know it. I just know it. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming on. I'm going to do something stupid. And I usually mean girl-related. When I'm talking like that, it's just that I know it's on the horizon. I'm going to do something really dumb. Like tell somebody how I feel, or try to hang out with another single adult just horrible decisions. Like I just feel that that's on the horizon, and it's on my mind far too much. Like just too much.
So you had said it's usually about women. Did you mean to say that this wasn't?
No, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also about a woman.
for
Is this
sure.
related to your comment earlier about?
About boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got nice boobs.
That's not exactly the question I asked. But,
I know, but I answered a question.
That's called a yes and.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she watches this or not, so I'm gonna stop talking.
So your thorn
Is
is
I
like one.
somebody.
It's like one that's in front of you that you're running toward.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And I want to run towards it, and I'm gonna jump on it.